Have you ever woken up to find a small, damp present on your doorstep? A mouse, a bird, a half-surrendered leaf of the neighborhood garden that your cat thought would be the perfect offering. It is a strange ritual when you think about it. To us it is gross or baffling. To your cat it is a message, a meal, an achievement, and sometimes a prayer. Why do cats bring their humans these gifts? Is it domestication misfiring, or a deep, old instinct reaching back through thousands of years? Today we will follow those tiny offerings from nose to paw to heart, and by the end you will understand what your cat is trying to tell you when it leaves you a gift. First, let us talk about hunting. The modern house cat wears the same hunting blueprint as its wild cousins. Even well-fed, even lazy, even given the finest kibble, a cat carries inside it the echo of a hunter. The mechanics of stalking and capture are complex rituals of body and mind. When a cat brings something home, it is often the final act of that ritual. The animal tracked, the muscles tensed, the leap, the catch. Victory is not merely physical. It is social. In the wild, a mother cat brings prey back to her kittens. She teaches them how to eat and how to survive. That act of carrying prey is coded into feline behavior. Domestic cats, living in a house with humans instead of a den full of family, can repurpose that instinct. The sitting room becomes a den. The human becomes, in the cat's mind, a family member in need of replenishment. That brings us to one of the most commonly suggested explanations: provisioning. Many cat owners accept this one with a wry smile and a heavy heart. The idea is simple. Your cat sees you as family. It has food, or it has caught food. It brings that food back to the safe place, to the den, to offer to the group. From the cat's perspective, you might be elderly, injured, or inexperienced at hunting. The gift is a generosity. It is the animal saying, literally, I share with you. It is not, by and large, an insult to your culinary skills. There is also teaching. Mother cats bring partially killed or incapacitated prey to kittens so that they may learn. They bring them whole at first and slowly allow the kitten to practice the skills. If your cat is a single cat that grew up in a multi-kitten litter, the behavior can persist as an attempt to instruct. The person in the house becomes the surrogate kitten. When your cat drops a half-alive sparrow at your feet and stares, it may be waiting for you to learn how to eat the way a young cat would. That is a generous reading of a somewhat gruesome habit, but it explains the ritualized nudging and the patient watching as you react. Then there is the element of display. Cats are social animals with a complex language of smells and gestures. Bringing a gift can be a way to show off a recent achievement. Think of it as a kind of feline trophy. The cat took the risk, engaged the hunt, succeeded, and now makes the kill available for anyone who will look. In multicat households, this can be a way of signaling status or competence. It is not always about you. It can be about the community and the hierarchy in it. Let us not forget attention-seeking. Your cat is a strategist. If an action gets you to look, to praise, to feed, the action will be repeated. Some cats learn quickly that dropping a small, squirming animal at your feet will cause a dramatic reaction. You scream, you reach, you run. You perhaps pick the creature up or you paw at it. The stir of activity is rewarding. Even if you scold, you respond. The reaction is reinforcement, and cats, like any clever social animal, will repeat what gains them engagement from their humans. In this case, the gift becomes a reliable behavior to summon your attention. There are also nutritional hypotheses. Some experts suggest that a cat that has an incomplete diet, or that lacks certain nutrients, may hunt more. The prey provides fresh protein, fat, and micronutrients that are absent from processed food. It is not common, but it is a practical explanation for cats that frequently return with offerings and simultaneously show food selectivity. If you suspect a nutritional deficit, a conversation with your veterinarian and a review of your cat's diet can be useful. Changes in appetite, coat condition, and weight may hint that the body is searching for something the bowl does not provide. Another angle is the instinct to place food where it is safe to eat. In the wild, a cat might carry prey to a sheltered spot to consume it without attracting competitors. Your home may be the most sheltered, least threatening place the cat knows. It may bring the prey to you because you represent safety, because your presence makes the environment secure. Some cats will leave the prey near a human who is asleep or quiet, trusting that the presence of a caregiver ensures the safety of the meal. Again, what looks like a gift is also a defensive move. At times, the behavior may be a sign of stress or displacement. Cats in unusual or tense situations may redirect their energy into other acts. Hunting can be a displacement activity when the animal is unable to express normal behaviors in their natural context. A cat that is anxious, bored, or not adequately stimulated may go after wildlife more frequently. That is one reason why indoor enrichment and regular play matter. A wand toy that mimics prey, short sessions of interactive play, and puzzle feeders can reduce the compulsive need to hunt real animals. There is also a cultural and symbolic layer to consider. Humans have lived alongside cats for millennia. Different cultures interpreted feline behavior in different ways. In some folk wisdoms, a cat bringing a gift is good luck. In other traditions, it is a warning. For a modern pet owner, understanding the behavior without imposing human malice or heroism on it is helpful. The cat is operating from its biological toolkit. It is not trying to mortify you. It is not trying to be spiteful. It is acting on very old, very effective impulses. Now let us move to practical advice. If you love your cat and you find these gifts grotesque, what can you do? First, consider prevention. If your cat is an outdoor hunter, reduce opportunity. Keep your cat indoors entirely, or at least supervise outdoor time. Many owners find that creating an outdoor enclosure or walking the cat on a harness and leash reduces hunting. Indoor life can be satisfying if it includes vertical space, high perches, scratches, and interactive play. Provide puzzle feeders that simulate the problem-solving inherent in the hunt. This will give the cat exercise and the mental satisfaction of working for food. If you prefer to keep the cat indoor-outdoor, consider bells on collars, but understand their limitations. A bell can warn some prey, but clever birds may learn to ignore the sound or adapt their approach. Reflective collars and brightly colored bibs can help. Keep in mind that collars carry their own risks. Always choose a breakaway collar and check it regularly for fit. Next, offer alternatives that channel the hunting instinct. Schedule play sessions before meals. A simulated hunt that ends in kibble or a treat ties the hunting sequence to safe outlets. A 15-minute session of vigorous play will mimic the chases and pounces, and a well-timed meal afterward will reward the cat for that activity. Try to vary the toys and the tempo to keep the cat mentally engaged. Rotate toys so that each play session feels novel. If your cat brings you prey, handle the situation calmly. Praising or scolding does not usually change the instinctive behavior immediately. If you wish to discourage it, avoid making the act dramatic. If you pick up the prey, do so with gloves or a plastic bag, and dispose of it safely. Clean the area thoroughly. Resist the temptation to punish the cat. Punishment will not unlearn the evolutionary drive to hunt and may damage your trust bond. Instead, redirect the behavior by offering a toy or by initiating play afterward. Create positive alternatives. Health and safety deserve a special note. Wild prey can carry parasites, bacteria, and diseases that pose risks to both the cat and the human household. If your cat frequently brings in animals, maintain a regular schedule of deworming and flea and tick prevention. Keep vaccinations current. If your cat eats raw prey, be aware that some pathogens transfer. A veterinary checkup is sensible if you notice changes in appetite, vomiting, diarrhea, or lethargy after interactions with prey. For indoor cats that suddenly start bringing in prey, consider whether a medical change has altered their behavior. Pain, cognitive changes, or hunger can shift patterns. For multicat households, gifts can become a social display. Watch how your animals interact after a gift. If there is aggression or resource guarding, separate feeding areas and multiple food stations can reduce tension. If one cat consistently hoards or steals prey from another, environmental enrichment and managed feeding can balance social dynamics. We have to talk briefly about wildlife conservation. Outdoor cats are prolific hunters and contribute to local declines in bird and small mammal populations. If you care about local biodiversity, keeping cats indoors or in controlled outdoor spaces reduces that impact significantly. Bird-safe practices like keeping cats indoors during dawn and dusk when birds are most active and providing sitters on windows for the cat to watch birds safely are sensible compromises. Finally, cherish the odd tenderness in the behavior. For many owners, those gifts are a compliment, awkward but earnest. A cat that shares is a cat that trusts. When the cat places a warm, wriggling offering at your feet, it is choosing you as a safe harbor. It is a moment of connection that, if you can look past the squeamishness, is quietly profound. Respond with dignity. If you accept the gift, you accept the message. If you decline the gift, you can provide an alternative ritual, a short play session, a treat, or quiet affection. Either way, you are communicating to the animal that you understand. So what should you do next time? Check the animal for signs of parasites. Clean up safely. Offer your cat a calm interaction that rewards non-prey behavior. Schedule a play session that mimics the hunt. Consider leash training or a safe outdoor enclosure if hunting is frequent. Talk with your veterinarian about diet and health. And when everything is peaceful, consider the meaning behind the moment. Your cat has given you something old and wild, handed forward from a lineage that spans deserts and hearths, kings and cottages. That small, odd offering says something simple: you are family. Take it gently. If you enjoyed this look at feline gifts and the complicated meanings behind them, subscribe to Catopedia for more clear, science-friendly explanations of common cat mysteries. Tell us in the comments, what is the strangest gift your cat has ever brought you, and how did you react? Other owners will want to hear your stories. Thank you for watching, and give your cat a gentle scratch for me.